everybody, it's Christine. It is time for day 9 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And here's our sketch. It's by Jessica Finn Hill. And she's got 3 photos. There's some mixed media behind there. I'm not sure about that at this point. I haven't 100% decided. She's got, you could either stitch this or possibly these little X's here, or possibly use a pen, or possibly just use it as like a separate piece of paper maybe. And then of course she's got these little embellishment deals in the diagonal here, title, journaling, little banners and stuff. So I think I'm going to end up, I'm not going to be stitching. I don't do stitching really. I might someday, who knows. And I don't even know if I'm going to do the pin mark, because let me show you the collection, and then I'll tell you about my pictures just a little bit. So what I have is the Simple Stories, what's it called? Simple Life. And I got this pulled out here because, well, first off, I got options, right? I've got plenty of little paper options here. I've got these patterns. I got all that stuff. And it's got these little cut aparts. I'm thinking I initially thought, because I didn't think I had 3 pictures, I might have to use a cut apart. Now I'm not really sure. So we'll see. Maybe I'll cut something apart, be part of the embellishment cluster possibly. Because it does have stickers. But that's about it. Sorry about that, y'all. And then I have some chipboard. And my pictures, y'all. So this is from 2 years ago. And this was a house that we had lived in. Well, you know what? I'm going to hold the story till the voiceover, because I might just need to have some time to spill. So I'll cut the pictures down, because the other challenge here is I think these might be a tad big. These might have been 3x3, and I'm going to end up cutting these probably like, I don't know, I'll have to see, because I don't want to cut too much of it out, because the whole emptiness of it is the point. So let me trim these down a second and get my papers picked out, and I'll be back on in a minute.
Okay, gang, I believe they ended up being 4.5 by 4, because of course the width of the pictures are 4, and I was cutting, but it's like I just couldn't cut another ½ inch off. I'm sorry. So I ended up with 4.5 by 4. So they're not exactly square. They're pretty close, but they're not exactly. And then I've mounted it on the stripe, and then I've got I almost gutted the green key paper. But then I'm like, Christine, you got to use the stuff up. So I did not gut the green paper. If I had used it on this layout for something, I would have gutted it. But because I'm trying not to just keep adding to my stash over there, I did not gut it. So now what I've decided to do, I go, I trimmed off that little piece of that stripe there. I'm going to go ahead and in the back side of it, I'll go, I'll just go ahead and make the little banners that are shown on the sketch. So I'll go off and pick up a few little scraps here to make there was 3 little banners on the right-hand side of the bottom photograph there. And so I'm going to make these little banners. And then I'll get into my stuff, my ephemeras and decorations and stuff like that. So the pictures, I mentioned to you guys, this is like from 2 years ago. This was a house we lived in 15 and a half years, I think it was. And we had it built. It was one of those things where, 15 and a half years ago, this was actually our 5th house. And it was time, you moving up in the world or whatever. And we're like, we'll have one built. And it was this custom home, whatever. Now, to be completely honest with you, it was a neighborhood where, every 5th house was the same house. But they were all still kind of quite nice. And you got to, pick your colors and whatnot. So we're real excited about it. And then about 5 years ago, we actually remodeled. So what you're seeing in these pictures is actually a remodeled version of that home. We got new flooring and things like that. But so we did love this house. If I'm honest, we loved the house. But it was 2-story. And you can see the stairs there. And my mom was already having trouble getting up the stairs. And we were kind of like, from a retirement standpoint, this isn't the home we're going to retire in. Because, of course, when you get older, getting upstairs and stuff is kind of more challenging. So we kind of had it in our head at some point we would, move and get a 1-story home and stuff like that. Well, just as things would have it, when I was leaving my former company, my old boss, I call him Big Boss, he was heading back to his native country. And I hate to say it like that, he's from Finland. So it's, he was heading back over there, but he needed to, he didn't want to, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of details around it, but he needed to sell his home, and they didn't want to mess with real estate agent and all this other kind of stuff. And so I got the opportunity to buy his home, and it was in a neighborhood that my husband and I had always loved. Same city, but it's a different neighborhood. It had tons of trees. All the houses are different, just my dream neighborhood. And it was a 1-story home. Frankly, it's my dream home. I love this home, and I do love the home. We're in it now. That being said, leaving our home here was still sad. I mean, you've been there 15 and a half years. My daughter kind of grew up in this home. We moved in there when she was, well, I guess about 11, give or take. Well, maybe no, I don't know. I'm not going to do the math, y'all. But we'd been in there a long time, so I was real sad. So this was moving out day, y'all. Everything was kind of, the one picture in the upper left is where all of our things were in there. You know, you can see the house is empty, and then the bottom right is kind of my face where I'm sad. You know, it's bittersweet. So that's what's documented here. And what I've done so far, y'all, so you kind of saw, I did my little banners. Now I'm kind of going through all the little ephemera pieces, and that Simple Stories is this home thing, right? And so I decided where she kind of had the florals on the sketch is where I'm going to kind of put like various different little home things. On the little journaling section, I was real proud of myself. I found one little thing says, remember something about the details, remember the little details or something. The other one says like remember. So I'm going to use that for my little journaling spot there. I haven't done it yet on camera because I was trying to get this layout done. I'll add my little story to it. And then I had home is basically my title. And so down the lower right corner, I've got like a ephemera house. Then on top of it, there's like this little welcome, stay a while type deal. And the upper left, I decided to use that real big like label. I thought that looked kind of neat. And then there were several stickers of little homes. And so I've decided this is where I'm going to put in my cluster up there. And then there was a chipboard home. And I thought that was kind of neat. I got different dimensions going on and all that. Now, y'all, I haven't glued anything down other than the pictures. And I haven't really glued just much down. Let me put it that way. So I'm going to have to come in here in a minute. I'm not going to make you watch all of it. But I'll put a little glue and stuff like that. And also the chipboard is sticky. But I'll add a little glue to that too just to make sure it stays. So I think right now I'm just adding these banners back in here. I had to move them up because the sketch showed them a little bit lower because the florals are kind of to the outside of the pictures. But because mine's kind of, my decor or my embellishments are kind of overlapping that bottom part of the picture there, I had to move my banners up. But I still think that looks really cute. I'm not unhappy with this at all. I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, when I was first starting to mess with this, I really decided I wasn't going to do the little X's that were shown in the sketch. Because, again, I don't stitch or anything, but I do have a solution for that in just a minute. That little sticker says, bless this home, so I was happy with that. We think a good family moved in. You know, we never met them, obviously. In Texas, it doesn't work that way. It can, but it didn't. We didn't meet these people. But we left them like a little plant and, you know, a gift card for Home Depot and stuff like that. They seem like nice people, so hopefully, we actually had quite a few offers on the home, if I'm honest. This is where the market was quite good for us. And I think we sold this home in less than 12 hours, y'all, for over asking. So it worked in our favor. I'm not going to lie. It definitely worked in our favor. So I wasn't sad about that part. Let me put it to you that way. Here's where I put my little journaling spot together. And again, as I mentioned, the little chipboard pieces are stickers. So you pull off the backing and it goes down there. I also found on the sticker sheet, two little wordy bits. One said remember and one said today. So I'll add those to that little bottom left right down there. And I think that looks real cute. And there's not a ton. I mean, I did add some embellishments, but I wouldn't suggest there's tons and tons. I didn't like adding the enamel dots or anything. I kind of thought about it, but no. Because then I did decide here's where I decide, you know what, I'm going to use my white gel pen and make little X's all the way around. So I'm only going to do this top part here on film. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me draw little X's all the way around this square, but you will see in the slowdown and the stills that I have written the little X's all the way around. And I think this actually looked really cute. I was a little worried about dropping that pen on there until I did it, and I go, that looks really cute. And so now you can see little white X's. So I was really pleased. I think this turned out cute. I'm going to add my little bit of journaling over there, and it'll be 100% done. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, too. I hadn't asked that in a bit. So like and subscribe. I do have Instagram at Scrapping Hard, and you always go over there and take a look at my daily stuff. And don't forget to check out the playlist. Everybody's playing along, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.